This is Brent Brown here, and I get asked a lot, what looper should I get, or what looper should I upgrade to? And I am going to answer all that for you in this video with cards here. They will appear. This is my loop story right here, so you can see how I got into it in my journey. But I'm going to be posting everything right here so that you can pause the video, go watch something else if you want to get more in depth on it, or see more what I'm talking about. If you're just getting started with live looping, I suggest something with 2 button clicks so that you have a record and a play, and then on the other side, the other button click, a stop or undo and clear. Now, if you just get one that only has 1 button, I don't think that's enough options to really decide if you love to loop or not. I don't think it gives you enough control. I think you need to have at least 2 button clicks on whatever you buy, and there's plenty of amazing loopers on the market. I'm not even going to recommend it because I want you to find the best deal you can on the coolest thing that's going to fit on your board. Now, if you're somebody who's already been looping for a while and you want to get an upgrade, I would say get the RC600 if you're a guitarist, get the RC505 MK2 tabletop if you are a keyboard player. Now, if you think that sounds expensive, let me tell you what I did is I was able to sell other things that the RC600 replaced, like 2 mixers that I had running with my board as well. Like, I don't need to use the micropog anymore. Like, there's so many guitar distortions and reverbs, and it just sounds incredible. It really does. I mean, the feedback resistance on the thing in rooms, I do find that the 505 MK2 is a little less glitchy than the 600 right now, but they keep releasing firmware updates, and I like to learn as it's coming out. I like to be on the front lines of this stuff because I love looping so much, and if you're somebody who's looking to up your game, I think it's a fantastic place to learn. I'm going to do an in-depth comparison with the 600 and the 505 MK2. It'll be linked here when it's ready, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, if you don't like it in a year, Reverb.com is where I sold all my other old loopers. So my Digitech Jamman I sold, my Boomerang I sold, I had the RC202 or the smaller one. I also had the first RC505 tabletop unit. I just sold them all on Reverb. I was getting like 60 to 85% of my original sales price, and I used them forever and loved them. So with Reverb.com nowadays, I don't think you should have any worry about buying something and learning. Now, if you're someone who already has all your own effects and mixers and you really don't want to get the 600 or the 505, I would get the Boomerang Phrase 3 as an upgrade because it is still amazing sounding, and it is the best looper as far as being able to do every single mode. You can find my video on the 3 major loop modes right here, and I learned them from the Boomerang, really. You could always go with the older RC300, but I hear it still has some of the same problems that you're going to find that people might have with the 600, but the 600 is so much smaller. The 300 is just way too big in my opinion. You want the pedal board real estate at the end of the day so that you can make micro gestures, so you can get the muscle memory down. The smaller the better, so long as it's not so close that you're clicking 2 buttons at once. And one more nugget before I point you to my next Rigs and Tutorials playlist, which you can find everything I just talked about, or you can watch me perform right here as well. You want to get shoes that are thin. These are literally water moccasins. You don't want any heels on the things because when you're feeling the buttons with your foot, it makes it a lot easier. If you're in bars, maybe bring an extra pair of shoes if you get something super thin. But if you can find a good pair of shoes that are flexible, that's what you're going to want for looping. Anyways, thank you so much for your support. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you soon.